Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a psychic reading for you, tuning into the energies, seeing what divine messages of guidance come through. Thank you so much for co-creating this reading with me. Remember to take what resonates and leave the rest. If you'd like a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Takes you right to my book online page. It is really an honor to get to do readings for you and support you. I'm just so blessed by the people who are allowing me to read for you, whether in this group collective energy or one-on-one. So I love what I do, and so let's get to it. Okay. The overall energy of this reading is the Ten of Wands in reverse. It looks like you're ending a very exhausting cycle. Feels like harvest is coming, like you're on the last stretch of a difficult journey. I get this feeling that you left everything out on the field. Like, a willingness to play, a willingness to bring this harvest in. What is this? Yeah, whatever this journey that you've been on, it feels like it has created opportunities for you to meet yourself in new and empowered ways. Another way of saying that is it looks like you've been facing a lot of fears. It feels like before this that you allowed your fears to shape you. And now it feels like you're pushing those fears, making moves that create expansion. It looks like a lot of what you've conquered is your internal fears, your patterning, disruptive patterning, beliefs that don't serve you. It looks like you've been showing yourself what you're really made of. Letting go of structures, internal structures, disconnection. Wow, this is a lot going on in this energy. It also looks like you're focusing. I was getting this like harvest, a payout. You're focusing on building stability and creating abundance for yourself. Wow. It feels like you've been focused for quite some time. And it does feel like it feels like you're about ready to cross some type of finish line. Wow, interesting. All right, the hidden blessings is the sun. The sun is clarity, joy, happiness, feeling. This is such a happy card. I get this feeling that you're carrying the sunshine within you. You have clarity about you, and it's creating joy in your life, in your experience. Oh, all right. So this is in the area of what's hidden. It looks like there's someone taking a leap of faith towards you. It's interesting. I get the feeling that this is either someone that you're not interested in. It feels like there's something about you might be emotionally unavailable for this person, this message. It does feel like this person is wanting to communicate or is communicating very loving messages, but it feels like I've got two energies here where you're not interested or you're not perceiving this. And then the other is just, I'm just not in the right place emotionally or mentally to receive this. Oh, this feels so complex. This is hidden. This is hidden blessings. It feels like you're focused on filling your own cup, on focusing on love. You are getting a lot of attention because you are putting the focus on you. And it feels like you have a level of seniority, agency, knowingness, tuned in to your higher self, tuning into source. And it's making you very attractive. But there's this energy here I'm getting hidden that it's at least at least a person, but it could be multiple people. It feels like whatever you're doing and you're shining and your happiness is just very attractive. And it looks like the song I just heard. My milkshake bring on the bones in the yard. Mine like did better than yours. That's the song. That's the vibration here. Your milkshakes bring all the boys to the yard, or whatever it is that you have. You might even be kind of feeling yourself. Like, so now I've got another song. Lizzo. I turn my hair down, check my nails. It's that song too. So it does feel like you've had a glow up and are attracting a lot of attention. And interesting, part of this attention that you're getting is because someone in your past tried to block your blessings, tried to block your happiness. And apparently you said no because you are shining and glowing, and it looks like you had a very different intentions for yourself than someone else. It feels like someone tried to block these blessings from getting to you, but it doesn't feel like that's worked. So I feel kind of giddy and silly, and it feels good. It feels good. You don't have to be serious all the time. As a matter of fact, training to be a psychic, I tend to, as a personality, be kind of goofy and silly on my own when I'm not in this space, and that peeks in these readings as well. And my teacher told me that that's actually very helpful, very useful. Instead of getting very serious, the energy kind of slows down, but adding some fun, some giddiness, some silliness, inviting your younger versions of you into your space and enjoying this life, enjoying you, enjoyment is part of the process. It's important. It's necessary. So I love this for you. And I feel like enjoy the attention that you're getting. Yeah. All right. What you're leaving behind is the Knight of Wands. It looks like you're leaving behind someone who's very inconsistent, hot and cold. They want you, they don't want you. They want this, they don't want that. They're ruled by their desires, and so if someone is ruled by their desires, there's a lack of consistency. There's no building. It's just going towards what you desire, and then going after the next thing that's desirable. So it looks okay. You're leaving behind, it looks like a relationship where with this type of player energy, this inconsistent energy, you're leaving behind unhappiness. You're leaving behind a lack of celebration. You're leaving behind a lack of consistency and foundation. You're leaving behind a lot of sadness. And it does seem that you have really figured out who you are, not as a personality or ego, but as a consciousness, as a spirit, and there's this realization of something deeper, that you can create who you would prefer to be. There's a lot more flexibility in this energy than when you were in a toxic connection that felt very limited and not happy, not joyful, not showing up as yourself. It feels like you have to stay small to be in that. Yeah. So that's what you're leaving behind. Good for you. How to get the most of this energy is the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Finding stability in your finances is very helpful. I feel like you are figuring out how to create a steady supply of finances, and also it feels like you're not masking, not pretending as much. It feels like, I mean, we all have a bit of a social mask, when we go out in public, but it feels here that you are becoming more yourself, speaking from your chest instead of like pretending and showing up in a way that makes the viewer more comfortable, like that. It feels like it's not your job to make everybody comfortable or to shift who you are in relationship to others, like completely. It feels like I'm talking to somebody who has some core programming from childhood that of very restrictive about how you're allowed to show up, and you need to please others, and it feels like you're letting go of those beliefs, and so you are giving yourself permission to show up as yourself. You're not asking for permission to be yourself. You've taken that. I'm going to be myself. I'm going to find out who that is behind all of this programming. What's supporting you at this time is the Page of Pentacles. Learning something new, a new timeline, a new beginning, with new ways of perceiving yourself, of perceiving your environment, of perceiving where you're at. It feels like these beliefs that you are now creating support the you would prefer to be and the life that you would prefer to have. It looks like, ooh, yeah. It looks like for some of you, things have been so uncomfortable like a nightmare, a never-ending nightmare. Anxiety, fears, keeping you trapped. It looks like there's all these fears blocking that window, blocking your freedom, the light, the joy, everything that you want's on the other side of those fears. But this person is in bed and there's some type of comfort. So even though this is a fearful place and there's a shadowy figure right here, maybe this is the person that's creating these delusions of fear, of being trapped. This person wants you to be stuck by these fears, wants you to play small. This person, I think you felt like this person was supposed to be your number one, closest to you, and instead you're realizing there's a real where the caged bird sings, why the caged bird sings. Because he can, because he needs to hear his voice, because you can't cage the voice. Interesting. Maya Angelou. So it looks like you're at this point where a decision, do I want to face my fears and go towards that light and my freedom, or do I want to stay in this nightmare with the semblance of comfort that I have? It feels like for each of us, only you know when it's time to leave a nightmare. Others can want you so much to do that, but it's a call that has to come from within. And when you've hit that point where you're like, that's it, I'm done, only you will know that. And it's a very powerful place to get to. It's a place where you can start making changes and centering yourself, taking care of yourself, loving yourself, nurturing yourself, accepting right where you are, seeing people as they are, not how you would prefer them to be, stopping trying to fix or heal something and just see it for what it is, so you can make decisions for yourself. Feels like some of you have been collaborating with this shadowy figure, whoever says that they're for you, but everything, all their actions and how you feel does not equal feeling loved and cared for. I think trusting your emotions and trusting your feelings and realizing this isn't a good space for me. I think some of you are afraid of the emotions. If you see a situation and a person clearly and stop blinding yourself from seeing it, then you have to start accepting this reality. You have to start making choices from that vantage point of seeing things honestly. And that feels very tough because it's tearing apart it's things coming apart, and it's difficult and it's emotional, and there's grief and a lot of repressed emotions would have to come up. It feels like there's a fear of the healing. Like there's a realization that if I am going to accept this reality and start creating something new, then I'm going to have to face a lot of a lot of painful truths. Wow. All right. What to be mindful of in this energy is the Ace of Swords in reverse. Being mindful of deception, being mindful of deceptive people, of lies we tell ourselves, of realities based in this. It feels like when you start talking truths and stop trying to heal or heal a situation, heal a person, heal a connection, fix. And when you let that go and you just start perceiving someone as they are and really allow yourself to see who they're showing up as, then it feels like if you speak your mind, you speak truths, that this person cannot have it. It feels like if there is someone in your environment who needs you to perceive them in a very rigid way, in a specific way, you can't see any flaws in them, then you bringing in the truth, you bringing in these energies of truth don't work with this type of energy. It looks like they challenge your perception, they challenge your they challenge your mental capabilities. They dismiss your emotions, you're exaggerating, you're blowing this out of proportion. Some of them are using financial abuse to keep you in place. Wow. What they don't realize is that with the High Priestess energy, you're very psychic and very intuitive. And it feels like on some level, you are starting to allow yourself to perceive this person in this nightmare situation as it is and accept the reality. The High Priestess, this is a better illustration of the High Priestess, has no roof over her head. And that is to signify that she has unlimited potential. And I think here what you might not, maybe you're tuned into, but maybe why this person might want to keep you stuck and keep you in this connection instead of going off to be free is because you have this energy of unlimited potential that they can still benefit from if you will give them your energy, give them your time, give them your attention, give them your love, your care, your arguments, your emotions. You're giving them energy, and what it looks like is that you're pulling your energy back and realizing how powerful you are if you refocus your energy and separate it from this kind of toxic, addictive energy. This feels very like the potential here is amazing. There's a lot of energy to cultivate here. So, all right, that's your reading. I hope that was helpful. Take care. Have a great day.